is a very small chalice of my favorite beverage in the world, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dulcimerica. My name is Futch, and this is some of Alton Brown's famous aged eggnog recipe. Excuse me, I just have to take a sip of this. It's been taunting me throughout this entire song playing process. Ay, man, that is good. That is my favorite drink in the world. And I don't even buy store-bought eggnog anymore because of that stuff. So I wrote a song about it called Walking Off the Eggnog, because this eggnog has got booze in it. So if you're not a booze eggnog drinker, you can still play this tune and have a lot of fun with it. But at the end of this episode, I'm actually going to show you how to make this stuff, and I can guarantee you, you're never going to want to buy store-bought eggnog again. Let's get into the tune, Walking Off the Eggnog. It's 2 times through the A part, 2 times through the B part, and we are in D-A-D tuning. So we're going to start off up the melody string, open 1, 2. Slide up to 4. We're going to come down into a 101 A chord, and then slide the thumb up. Keep your finger on that E on the bass string at the 1st fret. And then we come down to a G, 0, 1, 3 chord. Melody follows. Then get rid of that middle string here. So again, when we hit our G, let me do that whole little section right there. A, come back up, hold down the E, your G. Back to D. Middle string, 3, 1, 0, G. Hit the melody string again, 2, 0, 0, D. Hit the melody string again. E minor, gonna walk down the melody string. And I bar at the 1st fret, so that is already covered right there. Go to open and to 101. And then back into our A section. And then the tag for this second time through is G, middle string to G. Hit the melody string. Then we'll do an A7 chord. We'll do 1, open, 3. Walk the thumb down to 2, 1, strum open. Okay, so here's the A part. Of course, a little ending right there. And a classical touch to the eggnog piece. Okay, that's the A part twice through, different tags at the ending of the 1st time through and the 2nd time through. And that last tag that we did is going to tag the last time through the B section as well. I wanted to capture the feeling of somebody having had maybe 16 ounces of this stuff, just trying to clear their heads, clear their minds, you know. And so you get that slippy, slidey thing going on here. I want you to really ride that string and slide it back and forth, noter style, as if you were playing noter style, to get the feeling of somebody who's walking slowly, but maybe just a little unstable on their feet. Okay, now we go to the B section. B section is going to go from 7 to 4. Those are your lead-in notes. Into a G major chord, 3, 3, 5 L-shaped chord. Now, like we did with the E minor, where we walk down the melody, we're going to do the same thing here. But we're going to come with the thumb over to the 5th fret middle string to continue this melody line here, which is, okay, 5, 4, 3 on the melody string, and then 5, 4 on the middle string. So out of the G, we're going to go. Again, I'm barring my L-shaped chord here. Slide the whole bar up to the 4 and just play the bass and middle string. And then play your melody string. Okay, so that segment right there is. Then let go of the bass and middle string. Okay, now the way I'm using my fingers here is I want to make sure I'm available for the 2-1-0 B minor chord that comes in. So I'm going to go, I'm going to use my ring finger to hit the E on the melody string so I can then land these two fingers almost immediately after I hit that note. Thumb comes in on the 2nd fret melody string to capture that, and then we're going to go to our E minor. Now this is a little tricky right here. Walk down again like we did before. Thumb goes from 3, 2, 1. Okay, open. And then I want you to play a partial A chord on the 1 on the bass string and then 2 on the middle string. Now you will have to hop off that middle string with your thumb and grab the G, all the while holding down on that, that bass string, and then come down to 0-0-2. Open, and then we're going to do 6-5-4. Hit 5 again on the middle, and then repeat the B part. And our tag from the 2nd time through the A section, going like this. Again through the B part. And that is Walking Off the Eggnog. Fun stuff for you right there. Brand new for Christmas 2017. Play it out there, play it for friends, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I also appreciate my patrons, and I want to give a shout out right now to Candy Tinkle. Thank you very much, Candy, for pledging in. I'm very happy that you've joined our happy community of people on Patreon, and I love coming up to South Bend, Indiana, and now that you've pledged in as a diamond level member, I'm going to come up there and we're going to do a house concert. I'm going to cook for you and hopefully play again at the Chicory Cafe there in South Bend, Indiana. Candy, thank you very much for your support. And for all of my patrons, you guys are amazing. We're doing a lot of upgrades here in the studio, which I'm very excited to show you for the next season of Dulcimerica. If you want to find out more about Patreon, go right down here to this link. That's www.patreon.com/BingFutch. Go to the open house section of the featured tags and download all kinds of cool stuff, including the tab for this piece of music right here. So Walking Off the Eggnog would not be the same unless we actually had a whole bunch of eggnog to walk off. So now, into the kitchen, my friends, I'm going to show you how to make some delicious aged eggnog. All right, we have our eggnog tune. Now it's time to make our eggnog. All you're going to need is 12 eggs, whole milk, half and half, heavy whipping cream, a pound of sugar, nutmeg, kosher salt, and we also need Jamaican rum, cognac, and bourbon. I guess it didn't really matter what the brand is, but the better the brand, the better the booze, the better the flavor of your eggnog. I've got Appleton's rum, Martell cognac, and I've got Four Roses bourbon. It's going to be a very tasty treat. So here's what we start off with. Take your eggs, separate the yolks from the egg whites. I tend to make egg white omelets for the rest of the week after I make a batch of eggnog. Get those all separated there. And dump the yolks into a mixing bowl. And we're going to add a pound of sugar on top of that. It's really a sobering experience when you see exactly how much sugar goes into a batch of eggnog. And by the way, this will make 2 liters of eggnog. So there's a pound of sugar in 2 liters of eggnog. It's so good. Get all down in there. And we're also going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And now the heavy lifting stuff. Whisk this mixture until it becomes lighter, smooth, and flows off of the whisk in ribbons. This takes a little bit, and this is the hardest part of the eggnog, but it's so good. Getting closer. We're getting very, very close. Have patience and keep going. That's looking really good right there. Good deal. Okay. Now, in a separate bowl, we're going to combine the salt, dairy products, and the booze. Now, I use this thing called the Metric Wonder Cup. You can find this on eBay for like 11 bucks. I don't think they make them anymore, but I love this thing. It started with the heavy whipping cream. Ooh, it's going to be so lovely and rich. Got half and half, pint of each. Got a pint of milk, which we know to be 2 cups. All right. And I'll probably still spill some, because that's how it goes. Not bad. Okay, there's our milk. Now I want to change this to 1 cup and add our boozy booze. We'll start with this Jamaican rum. Appletons. I've tried it with Appletons and another type of Jamaican rum, but there are so many different types out there. It'd be great to experiment and see what makes a better boozy-licious eggnog. This is fresh Martell from the store. Obviously, if you're going to go with Remy Martin or some very, very highfalutin cognac, it's going to cost you a bit. That was $21.99 from ABC, so it's not bad. And Four Roses, my favorite bourbon. Now, all this booze in the eggnog is going to keep it from going bad on you. So you can age this eggnog for 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, however long you can keep yourself from drinking it. Which, after you taste it the first time, which is it's great right out of the gate, you may have a hard time waiting till Christmas or whenever you're going to do this. Okay, so we've got all the booze and the dairy in here. So what you want to do is you want to slowly add this mixture to our egg yolks and the sugar. Just a little bit at a time. And stir that up in there. Gradually pouring it in and stirring to get all of the sugar granules distributed throughout the mixture. All right. And the next step is to put it in whatever containers you're going to be storing it in. I found these carafes at Publix supermarket, and they're perfect. You can fill up 2 of these. They're each a liter. I've already got 2, 4, 6, no 4. Yeah, there's 4 carafes in the refrigerator right now. Make sure all those granules aren't just kind of hanging out at the bottom, because when you start filling the carafe up, one of them will have more sugar in it than the other. That's not good. All right. There are various methods of doing this, I'm sure. I'm going to use just a ladle. And again, I'm making sure that I'm scraping the bottom and grabbing some of that sugar down there. It's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. Ah. Fill up to about there. And then grab the other one. Do the same. About here I give it a little stir. Really get that sugar active in the mix. Then date it, stick it in the refrigerator, and let it do its thing. Oh look, I've got some I can drink right now, which I think I'm going to do. That's ridiculously good. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed that little presentation there, and I hope you'll make a whole bunch of eggnog. And in fact, I plan on having it year-round. It's just so good. So much better than that store-bought stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for being here, and thank you for being around for 10 years of Dulcimerica. I cannot believe that this program started in January of 2007. It's been a fantastic year, a lot of exciting things happening, and I got a lot of exciting things planned for the new year. Speaking of which, for the last show of the year, I'm asking if people will let me know what their favorite Dulcimerica episode is. And then we'll count down the top 10 most popular right around December 31st, 2017. That might date this video a little bit for some of you, but I don't care. It's a big celebration of what has been an amazing 10 years of doing this. So cheers to you. Happy holidays, everybody. 3 more episodes this year, and we'll see you next time right here on Dulcimerica. Walk off that eggnog. nutmeggy.